amazing, guys! My name is Tia. Yes! Hopefully that scared you guys. Alright, if that scared you guys, hopefully it did. Comment down below, hashtag scarred for life. If I didn't scare you, hashtag Tawesome is lame. Yes! And if I didn't scare you, hopefully I will next year. But yeah, hopefully that got you all pumped up if you weren't already. And today, as you can see by the title, I am reading scary stories from me and my friends. Some of my friends from school, they actually wrote stories and sent them to me, so I'm going to be reading them in this video. And try not to get too spooked out by them, because some of them are chillers. Not all of them are scary, like some ones. You know who you are, but I'm not saying your name. Well, you're going to see it later anyway. Let's just get started. This first one is Sick Leave by Trinity. Alright, and I will also leave these people's channels down in the description. So Trinity, her channel name is... God, why can't I think of it? This comic has no name. Literally, has no name. And I can't think of the name. Alright. One day, a boy named Billy decided to go to the store. He knew his mother was sick and wanted to get her some medicine. He crept up the graying brown stairs step by step, up the narrow flight. He turned when he reached the peeling baby blue wallpaper. He looked at the remaining stairs with fear. Billy hated getting sick, and if he got anywhere near his mother, he may get sick with the mysterious illness she and his father has developed. Billy took a creaky step forward, and then another. This continued until he was at the top of the stairs. He saw the door to his mother's room, the only part of the house that still had paint on it. It reminded him of a giant chocolate bar ever since he was a kid. He took a step forward, but his foot landed on something squishy. Fearing the worst, he fumbled back, almost falling down the flight of stairs. His back felt like one of those bullies from school that his teachers believed were skipping school because they didn't show up to school much, had punched him. His gaze followed the path he was originally following to see a fluffy gray dog toy. The toy belonged to his old dog that had died a short while after Billy was born. The dog had always scared Billy, mainly because he believed his dog had died and was still a ghost in his home. He thought it would explain why his parents got sick so often. Bewildered by how he didn't see the toy earlier, he slowly stood up, stretching out his arms and legs. Billy! I'm sorry, guys, that's spelled so wrong, but, Alright, Billy! Said a small voice behind him. He quickly shot around to see the pale face of his mother. Bill, you are 16. 6-year-olds are as clumsy as you. His frustrated mother sighed. Mom, you need to get to bed. What if you fall and get hurt? Billy asked as his mother stood in the doorframe of a room. Billy quickly grabbed her frail arm and guided her to her bed. Just rest, Mom. You'll be better if you stay in bed, he whispers as he tucked his mother in. Bill, I need space. I suddenly don't feel well. His tired mother croaked. Billy, knowing she wasn't feeling well, asked, Mom, can I go get your meds from the store? He asked, taking great care to talk slowly. Sure, hon. Just be back soon. Her eyes fluttered, closing. Billy slowly crept out of her room, careful to walk around the piles of laundry left undone, scattered, thought his mother's pale flowered room almost entirely covered her walls. His mind instantly switched to the meds he was soon to purchase. He made the journey down the stairs again, and he opened the metal front door. Careful to not shut it loudly, he stepped outside into the cold October air. He stared at his apple tree he had planted a few weeks ago. It stood dead to the edge of his yard with limp limbs. He wished he could pick an apple from its now withering branch, but none had produced in the tree's short life. Hello, child, a bitter voice croaked from within the car. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. Just need to cough. Alright. "What's up?" he replied in a casual tone. "I was wondering if you would like to chat with me for a quick moment." The now female-sounding voice beckoned. This voice reminded Billy of when he was a small boy. This, of course, scared Billy. "Sorry, ma'am, sir. I need to get my mother some meds," Billy briskly answered. "Why do I have such a bad cough all of a sudden? It wasn't like this before." Maybe I'm getting sickly. Maybe that's what's happening. Trin, your story has possessed me. What am I going to do now?" Okay. He proceeded to lock his front door and him bike. Grab him bike? Grab his bike? All while being intently stared at by the stranger. He started pedaling and he heard the voice call. "Your parents get sick a lot," the voice predicted. Knowing this was suspicious, Billy decided to pause the car, then rolled up to him. Inside, he could only see a pair of white orbs floating in the darkness of the vehicle. "Look at your bike," the voice now whispered. Billy stared at the handles of his bike. Rust had begun to develop around the foam. He was a bit scarred, and now he didn't know why. Whatever this thing wasn't good after all. "Have you owned any pets?" the voice, now a tad bit echoed, questioned. Alright, hold on, guys. I'm going to take a break. Alright, so the voice now had a tad bit echoey, questioned. "Have they died?" The voice continued, sounding more and more deep. Yes," Billy answered, now shaking. "It is your fault," a different voice whispered directly in Billy's ear. Billy looked around and no one was there. Billy jumped and began to question the stranger. "Did you hear that?" he turned to ask the stranger. But the car had disappeared. He turned to look at his house, but came face to face with a white wall. Confused, he looked around and found he was in a room with a few pictures of houses and a short gray bed. A little dollhouse resembling his was in the floor, and next to it, a black car. Even a small dead-looking tree and dog stood near the house to make matters worse. On a plate above it stood an orange medicine bottle, labeled in crayon, "Mom's Meds." In horror, he realized it was all a dream. Just as he said it out loud, he snapped and fell to the floor, his arms and legs now shaking as the workers in the hospital, dressed in bright neon orange hazmat suits, grabbed him and dragged him to an examination room, locking his arms down on the table with the belt and leather straps, and walked a few researchers in matching suits, all with needles and clipboards. "He's made the staff sick again. I think he killed them." Alright, guys, I think that deserves a round of applause. Woo! Yay! That was a really cool story. You can definitely, it's a really great title, too. You know, the title Sickly. That's kind of a cool title. I'm sorry I coughed a little through it, too, guys. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, so that was Trinity's story. Her channel name, this comic has no name, in the description. And yeah, let's go to the next story then. Alright, guys, this is the next story. This one is actually by Butterlord, as you can see at the top. And it's called, I love this title, "Evil Michael Ruins Halloween" by Butterlord, also known as Michael. The first thing that comes to my mind, really, Michael? You made an evil Michael? Really? Okay. So the way he kind of did this was, he kind of organized it. He listed the names and the colors so you can kind of see. So the narrator, which is obviously him telling the story, is orange. Michael's yellow, Paulson's light blue, Brandon's black. I'm sorry, that made me laugh for some reason. Alright, Evil Michael, or EM, red. Evil Joe, EJ, lime. Evil Pete, EP, magenta. TJ, cornflower. Oh yeah, boys! Your boy made it in this story! Hooray! Yeah, guys, my name is TJ. That's what my friends call me, if you don't know that. But you guys can call me Mr. Tawesome! Alright, guys, enough with the cringy the cringiness that I am delivering you. Let's get straight into the story. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat, Michael replied. Michael and his friends, Paulson and Brandon, were trick-or-treating. Michael was Jason, Paulson made his own costume, named it Scream, and Brandon was Captain Gold. Michael, why does your costume have Jason's face on the shirt? Paulson asked. I don't know, like I said so many times, my parents just bought a random Jason costume, Michael replied. Can you two stop arguing and just hurry up to the next house? Brandon asked. Yes, Michael replied. The boys headed for the next house, and Michael saw someone that looked familiar to him. What are you looking at, Michael? Paulson wondered. This guy that looks familiar to me, but I can't tell with his mask on, Michael replied. The stranger took off his mask for a split second, and Michael immediately knew who it was. Evil Michael, or EM. Get down, guys, Michael whispered. What's wrong? Brandon asked, in a sarcastic voice, of course. That guy in the Michael Myers costume is my evil clone. Let me explain, Michael replied. 5 years ago, an evil scientist captured me and made an evil clone of me. I started a self-destruct sequence that killed him, and now the evil clone of me wants to avenge him by killing me. How are we supposed to believe you if you're always lying to us that you're straight? Paulson replied with a smile. Ha! Brandon laughed. I am straight, you jerks, and I'll show you, Michael replied. By the way, that is something Michael would say. The four went over to EM, and EM saw Michael, but he tried to not stare. Michael took off EM's mask. You jerk! EM yelled. I believe you. He has anger issues just like you, Brandon replied as he laughed. I don't have anger issues, EM and Michael replied at the same time. He does look like you, except more evil, Paulson replied. I was just trying to have a good Halloween. But no, you had to show up, EM complained. You know what? I'm gonna ruin Halloween. Jeez, evil Michael, it's just Michael. I mean, I know he can be a pest, but come on, you don't have to ruin Halloween. Evil Michael stole candy from kids, tore down decorations, and toilet papered houses. Does anyone ever do that anymore? Then he captured Michael and his friends. This is the best Halloween ever, EM exclaimed. Evil Joe and Evil Joe and Evil Pete put the cage into the trunk. Yes, sir, EJ and EP replied as they lifted the cage. EM, EJ, and EP drove away to their lair. EJ and EP put the cage into the lair. Hey, that rhymes. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. That's the same word. You three will be held captive forever, Evil Michael laughed. I kind of have to go to school tomorrow, the three replied. I don't care. You'll stay in that cage until I decide to kill you, EM replied. What do we do, Paulson wondered. Any of you keep a pocket knife with you, Brett? What kid would have a pocket knife, Brandon? Whoa, okay. I do, Michael. Whoa, okay. Michael started to cut a bar of the cage when EG entered the room. Michael stopped and put the knife back in his pocket. EM told me to keep an eye on you guys, EG replied. How do we distract him, Brandon asked. I got it, Michael replied as he threw a quarter. Ooh, a quarter, EJ replied as he walked to the quarter. Wow, a quarter, that's so great. Michael cut a bar of the cage quickly. The three got out, and Michael used the bar as a weapon. He hit EJ with the bar and got his quarter back. What's all the ruckus, EM wondered. Guys, hide, Michael whispered. The three hid as EM entered the room and saw EJ on the floor. What happened, Evil Michael asked. They escaped the cage, EG said. Crap, EP started the lockdown. M yelled. Okay, EP replied as he pushed the button. EM and EJ left the room. The three boys came out of hiding. Great, how are we supposed to get out now, Paulson asked. We'll figure out a way, Brandon replied. What do we do? Just ask EM if he'll let us go because he won't, Michael replied. Yeah, I won't, Evil Michael replied as he captured each of them in their own cage. You three will have to face your worst nightmares. Brandon was first. Oh my God! Brandon screamed as he woke up. to his own blood in bed. Help me! Michael is next. Ah! Michael shrieked as a giant snake wrapped around him. Paulson was last. Oh, dear Lord! Okay, for the record, Michael always says, oh, dear Lord. Paulson has never said that. Paulson would be like, oh, frigid dang it! But anyway, let's read. Paulson screamed as he was in school naked. Oh. Okay, good luck to you, Paulson. I hate those dreams. Ha 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 ha! Evil Michael laughed. The three escaped their worst nightmares and came face to face with M. You three are dead, Evil Michael yelled as he grabbed his disintegrator ray. DR. Say, TJ bursted through Evil Michael's lair with a UFO. A UFO? Who knew I had the technology, guys? Hop on, TJ replied. Wait, Michael replied as he grabbed the bag of candy EM stole. Bye! I'll get you for that! I'll get you! Evil Michael yelled. The end. Disclaimer, the worst nightmares were the people's actual worst nightmares. Also, I don't care if it's not that scary. Whoa! Get straight to the point, are you, Michael? Not trying to make a scary story, are you? You just don't care. You see, you just don't care. Is that what it is? Well, alright guys, that was Michael's story. His channel is Butterlord, and I will leave it in the description. So yeah, I guess it's on to the next